Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. In this video we're going to take a look at how you can protect your privacy on the Ethereum blockchain. This means not using Zcash or Monero or any of the privacy coins, but having it all nicely on the Ethereum network. If you like the sound of that, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe at the end of the video. So we are going to take a look at the blank wallet, and as you can see on the main page, privacy is key with this project. Now, why is privacy important? Well, basically when you're using Ethereum, it is a public blockchain. This means that everything that has been done is available on the blockchain. Now, why is this important? Let's just say we're going to enter a competition to win a new ERC20 token, and we're using our personal Twitter. It has my name, it has my last name, it also has some nice pictures of where I live, and so forth. I'm using this account and I'm going to enter a Twitter competition, and I give them my public address because, yeah, nobody can do anything with a public address except sending me coins, of course. Sadly, this assumption is not completely correct, because what could I do? I can take a look at that address on the blockchain. I can see how many coins you have, how much money you have stored in there, which exchange you used to buy your tokens and then send to this wallet, and so forth. So in this very specific scenario, I have already personal information about you. I have your name, I know which exchanges you're using, I know which other tokens you bought, I know which other wallets you might have, and then I can start targeting you, trying to get your email. Of course, I can't just hack your wallet, but I can at least start trying to send you spammy emails, try to get in touch with you, and try to get you to click on some fake link, for example. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to scare you. This is a very extreme example, but you see how easy you can do social engineering on someone, and this is why it could be interesting to protect your privacy a little bit more on the blockchain. And that, of course, brings us to the blank wallet, and that is why I'm interested in making a video on this. So when scrolling down, we get to the meat and potatoes of this project, which is concealing your wealth, making sure that nobody can see where a transaction came from, and then adding another extra layer of security to keep your privacy safe. So when we have to sum it all up, we have a nice combination of the MetaMask wallet and Tornado.cash. So Tornado.cash has a mixer function that will make sure that all your transactions are hidden and that they can't be reverse engineered. And then MetaMask, of course, is a super popular browser wallet that is very easy to use. So the blank wallet will do a combination of these two. So we have the security of Tornado.cash right here. Then we have the browser extension, we have the Web3 functionality, you have the support of all the ERC20 tokens, and then we do partial withdrawal, and then they added a few additional features. Then scrolling down, we see the team. This, of course, is very important for a project that prides itself on privacy and security, so they ask a lot of trust from us, and that is why it's important that they put the team on here. They also have links to their LinkedIn profiles. So this is something for you to do before you buy the token. Look at some of the profiles, see who the partners are, see if you can find on LinkedIn if they have a connection with any of these firms. And if you want to be really certain, just pick a few, send them an email, and get them to confirm that they are affiliated with the blank wallet. So that is the do your own research part that I expect you to do yourself. So yes, blank is not reinventing the wheel. They're just combining some good technologies and some proven systems that work. So let's dive into the white paper. So they quickly go over the different problems that we have right now. So hiding your wealth, we discussed this. If somebody has your wallet address, they can start tracking and see whatever coins that you have. They can also see where you got your coins from which exchange, and so forth. And then 2.3 is more of the same. You want to be able to hide all your transactions and what you're doing on the blockchain. Then we jump to the technical summary. We get some more information on the roadmap, some more details on all the different steps. And this one I definitely like. So in the final version, they're taking a look at integrating with MetaMask. So MetaMask will have MetaMask Snap plugins, and then you'll get the blank functionality. Next, when we dive into the functions, we see that the blank wallet is basically using the Tornado.cash technology. So yeah, this means that if you're not interested in waiting on the blank wallet and you don't mind doing some manual work, you can simply go to Tornado.cash. That's this little website right here. So basically you do a deposit from a certain amount of ETH. Then the system will give you a ticket. It's like an IOU. You fill this key in right here, and then you say, I want to send my tokens to this address. That's all you gotta do. So it is already a pretty easy function, but of course it would be nice if it's all automated, and this is what the blank wallet will do for you. Since we are working with a pool, it is also important that you don't cash out your tokens immediately. The longer you leave them in the pool, the bigger the pool will get and the more anonymous your transaction will be. On this page you also see that they show my IP address. And when you move over with your mouse, they will say, make sure to use a different IP address for deposits and withdrawal. We recommend using a Tor browser or a VPN. So in this case, I'm using a VPN. But the blank wallet will integrate the Tor functionality. So these are two really interesting features that will be integrated in the blank wallet at once, and that you're right now missing on, for example, Tornado. And if you're really into the technical stuff, be sure to look up ZK snarks, because that is at the heart of this technology. Scrolling down, we see why is blank better. Well, basically, just as I said, we have the ease of use. It's all integrated in the browser wallet. You don't have to do anything manual anymore. And they're going to integrate the Tor network, so you don't have to worry about the VPN or hiding your IP address. Regardless, I always recommend that you keep using your VPN. Even if it's not for crypto transactions, it's always good to keep using a VPN and protect your privacy. All right, let's jump to security. So when it comes to security and technology, they're using the same technology as the MetaMask wallet. So they have the MetaMask's ETH keyring library. This means that the keys are being stored into your browser. They're not being stored at a blank server or anything. You are the one in control of your keys, and they're on your PC. This also means this is the weakness of this system. You are responsible for keeping your system safe, and your system is connected to the internet, so this is automatically not as safe as a hardware wallet. For example, if somebody would hack your PC and they manage to get your password, then they have access, of course, to your wallet. When it comes to the MetaMask wallet, however, they have integrations with the Ledger hardware wallet and Trezor. So this way you keep your private keys offline in a hardware wallet, which is a lot safer than keeping them in your browser. So I really hope that somebody of the Blank team is watching and that they can tell me that they're planning to integrate hardware wallets as well. I didn't see it on the roadmap, but I really hope that this is on their to-do list. Then we take a look at the business model, and this is of course not something that they put in their comparison table, but the MetaMask wallet is completely free. When you're using the Blank wallet, they're going to charge a 0.5% withdrawal fee on all the transactions. Now, why isn't this a big issue for me? Well, basically, if you look at my MetaMask wallet video, there will be a link in the top right corner popping up right now. I took a look at their privacy statement, and I'm not saying that they're doing it, but if you look at the privacy statement, they're able to gather a lot of information of you. Of course, they can't sell any real private information, at least they promise that they won't, but they can gather anonymous data about you and then share it with third parties. So basically a similar thing that Facebook and other social media platforms are doing. So I think they're making some money this way. Of course, they also integrated the swap function into their wallet and they're taking a fee that way. So they also have a business model. But in this case, it is more transparent in my opinion, because they're clearly making money on all the transactions, which means that they probably don't have the need of selling any aggregated data about you. So I don't mind paying 0.5%. Now, I wouldn't worry too much about the fees, because all Blank token holders will get a reduction based on how many tokens they hold. So you can get reductions on these fees as well. Then we'll take a look at the growth model. First thing we see is affiliate and referral programs, influencer marketing, Blank community angels, and then a bunch of reward systems. So yeah, they're paying a lot of attention to marketing, which is definitely important for the success of your crypto project. I think marketing these days is even more important than the fundamentals. So this is looking pretty good. The only thing I've got some questions with is this one. So affiliates will be compensated based on their performance. 30% of the fees paid by referred users will be transferred to the influencer. So this is a really good system. It works. We've seen this with big exchanges as well. So it is good that they integrate this, but it does raise a very important question. So on one hand, they say that they protect our privacy and so forth, and that there is zero tracking. But how can there be zero tracking if you're tracking people's transactions in order to give the affiliates their 30%? So this is a bit of a question that I have. How are we going to keep this completely anonymous if you are going to pay somebody else based on transaction fees. Alright, the next topic in the white paper is the market overview. If you're watching this video, I know you know what the crypto market is, so we're going to skip this one and jump right into risks and mitigation. The first one is the risk of the pool. So Tornado works in such a way that they mix all the transactions in a certain pool. So the bigger the pool, the more transactions they can mix, and the harder it is to identify where a transaction came from. This is also why I said earlier to wait a little bit. Don't put in your transaction right away and pull it out right away, because then there is a small chance that you end up in a very small pool. So the bigger the pool, the safer it is. So the second risk is more of a usability standpoint. If the Ethereum fees keep skyrocketing, then people will stop using Ethereum. Of course, we have solutions on the way, and you also see it in this section. They really hope that the Ethereum 2.0 is rolled out far enough that they have implementations that will take down the fees by the end of this year. And if not, they're looking at Omis Go as a layer 2 solution for Ethereum, and worst case, they will take a look at going to another ecosystem, like for example Polkadot. Number 3 is also more of a functional problem. When we look at ICOs in 2017 and 2018, they all get their money in Ethereum, and of course Ethereum crashed in 2018, so some of the projects didn't have enough money to continue the development. And then last but not least, DeFi hacks. Especially last summer, we have seen a lot of projects that simply crashed because their smart contracts were shit and they didn't audit their contracts. So they're saying that they're going to do regular audits and make sure that their smart contracts are safe. This brings us to the final part of this white paper, which is the blank token. So as I said before, there will be fee reduction for people who hold the blank token. You can get up to 25% discount. Right now it is $0.6 for a blank token. So that means that the minimum you have to hold is $600 and the maximum that is interesting to hold is $6,000 to give you 25% discount. Then we see another very important thing, which is token burn. This means that the blank token is deflationary, so a third of all the fees will be burned, then a third will be given to the liquidity providers. Then we have the referral system that we talked about, and then we have some special rewards for people who hold blank tokens. When it comes to token metrics and price analysis, we go back to the main page, we click on token metrics. That brings us to this PDF. Here we can see the token release schedule and how many tokens were available at launch. So we had 20% was available at launch for the private round tokens. So 20% of 35 million is 7 million. And then we had almost 2 million of public sale tokens available on launch. So the launch was a few days ago. So we can safely assume that we right now have 9 million tokens in the market. So 9 million tokens at $0.6. That will put us at 5.4 million market cap. When it comes to price predictions, I always like to take a look at similar projects. So we're going to take a look at the Trust Wallet token. Keep in mind, the Trust Wallet is a finished product. The blank wallet isn't finished at all. So the Trust Wallet token has a market cap of 200 million. If we then assume that in this bull run, the crypto market will double up, then they might end up at $500 million. If you then look at our current valuation, then you might expect a 100x, but there is a big if, of course. When we take a look at the roadmap of the blank wallet, they hope to finish the product by the end of the year. And let's be honest, it is very unlikely that the bull run will not be over by the end of the year. A lot of people think that the bull run will be finished in September. So this means that if they finish the product at the start of a bear market, yeah, that's not the best time to launch your finished product, of course. Nonetheless, they will have a V1 and a V2 done by the end of Q2, and they will start their marketing in Q3, so hopefully this will still be enough to give this project a nice pump, and then we might be looking at a 10x, 20x. This is why I put the price prediction of the blank token in this bull run at $10. So you're probably wondering if I'm going to buy the blank tokens myself. Well, at this point I'm not going to do it. They just launched. The token is still in price discovery mode. On top of that, they didn't finish their first product yet. So I really want to see if they can finish it. They promised the V1 in Q1. So this means they have to finish the first version of the wallet by the end of this month. So I really want to see if this team can hit their deadlines. Then I'll probably consider looking into buying some tokens at the end of April. Then I want to see how quickly they progress with their version 2 of the wallet, and if there of course are not any problems with the first version. Because for me personally, the first real viable product is the V2 version of this wallet. So I want to see how quickly and how well they can develop this in Q2, and then I'll probably start buying more of these tokens. Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it and you made it all the way to the end, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and please post a comment, because that will help me a lot in pushing this video in the algorithm. If you like these types of videos or you have a good idea for another video, be sure to post a comment as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.